One is this course will listen to what Alanga Sutta, snake simile. In this discourse, we discussed how a person catches a snake very carefully without getting bitten and being caused deadly sickness or death itself. So we said, if the snake is caught incorrectly, the snake would bite him and cause him his death or make him very sick. Similarly, if you misunderstood the Dharma, you can poison your mind, and more dangerously, more harmfully, you poison the minds of millions of people. Then you give the wrong information. And not only that, you suffer, if a snake bites, you suffer only in this life. But if you misunderstood the Dharma and gave misinterpretation, you not only suffer in this life, but life after life, life after life, life after life, you suffer. That is the first simile Buddha gave. This simile is given to show how dangerous ignorance is. Then he gave another simile towards the end of the discourse. That is the simile of raft. When you use a raft to cross a body of water, you have to hold it tightly. Using your hands and legs, you swim across the body of water to leave behind the dangerous shore and go to a safe shore. After crossing the body of water using the raft, you feel grateful to the raft. In order to show your gratitude to the raft, if you carry it on your shoulder, you are foolish. What you have to do is to leave the raft behind on the shore or float it in the water. Similarly, this Dhamma should be used for crossing over the ocean of samsara suffering. Four kinds of oceans: flood, Kama, Bhavana, Jitto, Kavito. The flood of greed, flood of desire to exist, flood of ignorance, flood of wrong views. These are, metaphorically speaking, floods that flood our mind. We can be inundated with these four kinds of floods. And then Buddha said, therefore, once you cross the body of water, don't hold on to the raft. Let go of the raft. Similarly, use the Dharma to cross the body of suffering, four kinds of body, but don't hold on to Dharma. When you hold on to Dharma, you become a fanatic. all religious fanatics have become fanatics because they hold on to their beliefs, their ideas, their religion. Buddha said, don't hold on to Buddhism. Dhamma Bhata Aveo Adhamma. Kulu Mahabhikya Dhamma Desi, Nityanataya or Gahanataya. This Dhamma is taught to be used as a rod and let it go. Don't hold on to them. This is the summary of the first sutta. First simile shows ignorance, last simile shows greed. Both are equally very powerful, dangerous defilements. Greed and ignorance. And then the same day, you will listen to another discourse by Bhante Sattadeva, Dhamma Niyama Sutta. The summary of Dhamma Niyama Sutta is whether the Buddhas come into existence or not. This established Dhamma, this root of Dhamma, this law of Dhamma exists, whether the Buddhas come into existence or not. What is the root of Dhamma? Law of Dhamma, established Dhamma, that everything is impermanent. Sabbe sankara anicca, sabbe sankara dukkha, sabbe dhamma anatta. These are, that means all conditioned things are impermanent, all conditioned things are unsatisfactory, all conditioned things are without self. And this is the established Dhamma. Things are impermanent, whether the Buddhas come into existence or not, things are impermanent. Whether the Buddhas come into existence or not, things, impermanent things are unsatisfactory. Whether the Buddhas come into existence or not, impermanent, unsatisfactory things are without self. This is the summary of the second discourse. Third discourse was on the next day, the 17th. Yeah, next day, I gave a sutta on Megha Sutta. Megha was one of the helpers of the Buddha. And one day he said, Venerable sir, there is a very beautiful place. I like to go on there for Pindapata. Buddha said, yes, go. He went on Pindapata. Pindapata means collecting food. He went there, ate the food, and found that place is very peaceful, beautiful. There is a river, clean water, mango grove, and so forth. So, very beautiful place to be, to spend the time in seclusion. So he came back to the Buddha and said to him, Venerable sir, this morning I saw such and such a beautiful place, quiet, conducive to the practice of meditation. If the Venerable sir permit me, I like to go and spend some time there. Buddha said, Megha, don't go now because there is no one here to help me. Until someone comes, you stay. Second time, Megha said, Venerable sir, you have completed everything. You perfect the form of the truth. You attain full enlightenment. I have not done. I have a lot of thinking, lot of defilement. Therefore, please let me go. 3 times he made this request. Third time he said, of course. If that is your intention, go. Buddha knew Venerable Megha cannot practice there because he had so much defilement. Sure enough, he went there, sat down to meditate, then greed arose in him, hatred arose in him, thought of cruelty arose in him. He tried, and he said, gee, I became a monk out of faith. Now I cannot practice greed, hatred, and the cruelty, thought of cruelty. So he returned to the Buddha, and Buddha gave him advice. Maybe when the mind is not mature enough to be alone, this sort of things happen. Buddha did not scold him. He did not say, that's what I told you. I asked you not to go. You went. And then come back again. He didn't say that. He was very compassionate, like a mother. He said, again, when the mind is not mature, this sort of things happen. And therefore, until mind is mature, you must associate with a good friend, Kalyana Mitra. And so forth, he gave a long advice. Venerable Maybe was so delighted, and then he practiced meditation, following the Buddha's instruction, and attained full enlightenment. That is the summary of the second discourse. Third discourse is Mangal Sutta. Mangal Sutta, most of you know by heart. There are 38 Mangalas. Mangala means blessing. These blessings do not come from above, from outside, from somebody, mother, father, parents, and teachers, and so forth. These blessings all come from within. You cultivate these blessings in your own mind. And then at the end of this 38 blessings, is so gradually progressing your life in spiritual path, and when you completed them, your mind becomes so good, clean, pure, stainless, that all the worldly vicissitudes will not affect you. All the worldly state, gain, loss, shame, defect, happiness, unhappiness, none of these things affect your mind. That is the highest blessing. That is the summary of the third discourse. Fourth discourse is taught for Sambhasa Sutta, the discourse on all influxes, asava. We mentioned asava means something fermented for long periods of time. When you drink it, you get a real kick and get intoxicated. Similarly, we have brewed greed, hatred, delusion, and so on, all the defilements we have brewed in excess while we are existing in samsara. As human beings, as animals, and ghosts and goblins and so forth, we were born again and again and again. During that whole long period of existence, we build up this defilement called asava, influxes. And the Buddha taught a way, 7 steps to overcome these influxes. And finally, last one of them is practicing factors of enlightenment. They are called Bodhidharma. That is the summary of the fourth talk. And then fifth one is Parabhasa. Right? Yeah. Sutta. Sutta is the discourse on the things that you do, by doing which you will be decline, go down the hill, not make any progress. And then there are opposite of it. When you do the opposite of that, you make a progress. And finally you can liberate yourself. And the sixth talk was on Anuruddha Sutta. Anuruddha Sutta is the discourse on 8 great persons' thoughts. That's called Atta Mahapurusha Vitakka. When we Anuruddha or when we Sarvabhuta taught him 8 great thoughts. But when we Anuruddha practiced only 7 of them and he forgot the 8th. And then the Buddha approached and taught him the last one. The list is long, I don't have time to explain all everything. When Buddha gave the last one was that this Dharma is for one who is not delighted in proliferation of thoughts, but one who delights in the non-proliferation of thought, not one who proliferates thought, increase, multiply all kind of thoughts. It is not easy for such a person to understand and practice this Dharma. One who does not have thought proliferation, increasing, multiplying thought, which delay their attainment of liberation, such a person can understand Dharma. And that is the shortest summary of that discourse, Anuruddha Sutta. Then the 7th discourse is Vyaggapancha Sutta. That whenever Sutta delivered, Vyaggapancha Sutta gives 8 qualities for to make this life happy, for to make next life happy. For a lay person, these 8 qualities are extremely important to make their life happy here and now, and to make them happy hereafter. So he did that discourse on that. Then the next one is the 8th talk that I gave on Dakshinamibhanga Sutta. Dakshinamibhanga Sutta I gave yesterday. It's about the scale of merits one gains by making offering to various groups as well as individuals. Groups are 7, individuals are 14. That means when you make an offering to these groups or individuals, you gain certain amount of merit. The background of this was when Maha Prajapati Gautami brought a pair of clothes that she spun and woven in order to offer it to the Buddha. Buddha asked her to give it to the Sangha. And 3 times she requested the Buddha to accept it. 3 times Buddha asked her to give to the community, not individual. Among individual giving, the Buddha is number 1, the best, and still it is individual. So Buddha wanted her to have more merit by offering it to the whole community. When you offer something to an individual, there are conditions, favoritism. My brother monk, my uncle monk, my favorite monk, my temple monk, and so forth and so on. My associating with my family nun and so forth. That would reduce the merit, the degree of merit, power of merit. But if you give dharma to the whole community without thinking of any of those individual, personal qualities and qualifications, then it is very, very great. Since the Buddha gave Mahaprajapati Gautami the highest Dharma, she in return wanted to give the Buddha this gift. But the Buddha wanted her to have the highest amount of merit by offering it to the whole community of Sangha. That is the summary of the Dharma, what we call Dharma Sutta. Then the last talk Bhante Sadhana gave is Sigarovada Sutta. Sigarovada Sutta is called sometimes the code of discipline for life, lay life. Code of discipline for lay life. There are duties and responsibilities of children towards parents, parents towards children, teachers towards students, students towards teachers, friends towards friends, and lay people to monastic, monastic to lay people, and so forth. Each other's sort of reciprocal duties and responsibility. You reciprocate towards each other. You do certain things, other persons also do certain things. And also the danger of associating bad friends, drinking, gambling, associating in a wrong place, and so forth. These are the rules and regulations mentioned in that discourse. That's a very, very important discourse for the people. So, friends, that is the summary of the 10 discourses that we delivered during this retreat. Friends, in other retreats, you learn something in general. In this retreat, you learn something very specific. There was a theme for each talk, and directly cited the Buddha's own teaching. And therefore, this is a very special retreat. And I'm so glad that you attended this retreat. And I believe that you all have learned a great deal. And I wish you take these notes up. I'm sure you have either printed these discourses or taken notes and read again and again to more familiarize with this discourse and learn something more and deeply so that you can put them into your practice in your daily life, in addition to meditation. Most of the things are related to meditation practice. If you look at them very carefully, you can see there is a lot of information on meditation. And especially Sabbasana Sutta, Megha Sutta, Anuruddha Sutta, and Dakinama and so forth. In these sutras, there are things for meditation. Other things are ethical, moral principles explained in those sutras, and therefore associating with good friends and so forth are there. All these things are very important for your daily practice. I think I wish you very happy ending on this retreat, and I hope you put them into practice and come again for another retreat. And anytime you like, even if there is no retreat, you are welcome to come. And also finally, I must thank everybody, especially Bhante Samdhajiva and you for recording, and people who took care of the kitchen and prepared very delicious meals every day to make you feel more comfortable to do your meditation and attend the retreat. And I thank all of you for participating in it and helping in many ways. Thank you.